Bruce, nice to see you again.
Nice to be here. Thank you very much indeed, Bill.
My pleasure. Now, you've been coming to AOG for many, many years now. Can you give us your view of how the show's developed over the years?
Well, it certainly has developed, and you'll be the first to be able to admit that, because it's all been down to you and the way in which you've cultivated over the years.
Too kind, Bruce.
But certainly when we started out 10, 15 years ago, I don't think we ever would have thought here in Western Australia that we'd have such a huge, attended event, seeing people from all over the world, including our local business community, attend so many conferences that you're now hosting, and of course the exhibition centre. So yes, it's grown enormously, but it's brought a huge amount of credibility, I think is probably the word I'm looking for, to Western Australia as a fairly large resource hydrocarbons industry.
Sure.
And I think that to have a critical mass of people under one roof who can engage in sort of business ideas about how the future of the industry is going to grow is wonderful. And again, all credit to you and your company, Bill.
No, that's great. And Bruce, how do you see AOG helping Australia's oil and gas industry? What sort of role does a show like AOG play?
Well, the thing with the hydrocarbons industry, as you well know, the size and complexity of the work packages for these major projects are enormous.
Yeah.
And I think it's very daunting for small to medium-sized companies, whether they be local or whether they be international, to be able to come to terms with the enormity of these projects.
Sure.
And I think that what AOG does, it helps to break down those barriers in terms to be able to say to companies, well, look, if you have a particular piece of kit or you have a certain skill or expertise that you can deploy into the industry, you don't have to go it alone.
Sure.
There are other companies both here and abroad that you can work with. You can enter into partnerships.
Yep.
You can then use that to pre-qualify for major projects.
Yep.
And you can use that as a launching pad to take it to the next level.
Sure.
So it's not as daunting as it would be if you came in here cold.
Sure.
And had to try and work out where do you sit within the supply chain, what tier do I need to target. Sure. When you can come to an event like this, you've got people from all aspects of the industry and the supply chain, and you can talk to them and find out where you sit in the scheme of things.
Fantastic. And Bruce, if you could summarise AOG in a sentence or a few words, what would you say?
Wonderful opportunity for companies to come together and network. At the end of the day, it's all about networking.
For sure.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Bruce.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
That's great. Thanks.